Oh, God.
Go play. You just saw a clip of Follow the Rules. That airs Monday at 10 on MTV. Joining us now is the star of that new show. Rapper and actor Ja Rule is in the house. We so appreciate the time. Thank you so much for coming up here.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome.
I've been waiting to get to the table, man.
Oh.
Get in, man. Stephen, I ain't seen you for a minute.
I don't even know if they noticed. Do y'all know? First of all, he was raised in Hollis, if I remember correctly. We went to the same elementary school, PS 134 in Hollis.
Everybody from Hollis went to 134.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But Stephen A., what you don't know is this man got kicked out in kindergarten of 134. He got kicked out.
I did.
If you know anything about our school, Skip, that wasn't hard to do. That wasn't hard to do. I mean, they kicked you out of 134 for looking at a teacher wrong. You just look. I got suspended. I got suspended for rolling my eyes at Miss McHugh.
He remembers the name. I love it.
They sent me home. That's one of the rare beatings I got in my life.
Really?
That's how I learned how to act.
You got suspended. I never would have believed it.
And now,
I got suspended for 2 days. For rolling my eyes at Miss McHugh, and then Pops beat me down when I got home. That's how I learned how to act.
And now you roll your eyes at us every day. We get to.
We're going to get Miss McHugh in here. We're going to have to get Miss McHugh in here.
Right? So now that's why you don't play with your kids, right? I mean, you're serious with them. We just saw a clip from the show, and obviously we know all your success with the music, Murder Inc., huge fan, all those collaborations, the acting. Now you have your show. So what's in store now?
Just working hard. I got my new show and stuff, working on my new album and film projects and stuff, and some other shows and stuff that I'm working on and executive producing and stuff. So I'm just having fun right now, enjoying life.
Staying busy.
Yeah.
Stephen A.
Well, listen, I just want to know what made you decide to do this? What made you decide to go this route, considering your music background? I know you've done some acting before.
Yeah.
I've watched you with Steven Seagal and a few others, and a few other movie spots that you've done.
Yeah.
But what made you decide to go this part as opposed to really focusing primarily on the music?
Well, as you get a little older in this business, you got to kind of reinvent yourself in different ways. And I was being thrown around ideas to do a sitcom type of family show with my family, and I was like, there's no better way to do a sitcom family show than with my real family. So, I went and pitched the idea to MTV, and, here we are.
Here you are.
Yeah.
Well, and here your Giants are, teetering somewhere close to first place in the NFC East.
Yes.
Okay, give us your take on their chances of winning this division, especially because of your quarterback, Eli Manning.
I think we're going to win the division. And I think, your boys are looking bad. Philly's looking, we had a weak division. We have the weakest division in football. So
I don't know that. AFC South.
AFC South is pretty bad too. They're pretty bad too. But we're looking decent. We're right there. And I'm gonna make a case today for Eli Manning to be pushed into the upper echelon of quarterbacks, because he has a great arm, and when he's on, he's on. When he's off, he's off. But he's on at the right times. Peyton is the great regular season quarterback, probably the greatest regular season, but when he gets to the playoffs, not so much. Eli is like the polar opposite. He's not the greatest regular season quarterback, but when he's in that moment, you don't know what you could get from him. So I'm like, if we could get to the playoffs, and that other Eli shows up, hey, it may be ball game on.
Let me ask you this question as a Giants fan. And I asked this question on behalf, Skip and Molly, on behalf of my sister Linda, the most diehard Giants fan that I know. Ja Rule, how disgusting is it for you, particularly fresh off of watching them give up 52 points?
I know.
As great as their offensive weapons may be, to see a Giants squad that's not synonymous with the elite defensive
I knew he was going to say that. I know.
How does that make you feel?
It's crazy. It's crazy to me, because that's always been the Giants' thing. We hung our hat on our defense, from Lawrence Taylor to Harry Carson, Carl Banks, all those guys. serious defensive teams. You know, even Strahan and you know, and those teams are serious defensive teams. So for us to not really have a great defense is bothering me a little bit. But you know, hopefully, you know, JPP could come back and do something. You know, the hand, I know you need it to get up under the pads and stuff and to do stuff, but I think he can still help out.
Do me a favor. Take your bling off your mic. Just pull it up a little bit. It's stuck on. It's rubbing.
It is nice,
We're gonna stick it inside the shirt. We don't need it at all.
Stuck on your.
Now it's stuck on the mic.
Okay.
There we go.
You don't need the mic, bro.
We're
Trust me.
it.
We need the mic more than we need the bling, right?
You need
Bling's
the
nice,
mic.
though.
There you go.
So here's my view of Eli Manning. Sometimes I think he's clutch, and other times I think he's flat out lucky because he has been known to close his eyes in a Super Bowl and throw a pass and a prayer stuck in a guy's face mask.
Ja Rule, don't answer that. Don't answer that question.
It's a trap.
You know, Steve,
Don't answer that question.
you know Skip likes to throw blasphemies.
No,
You know
no.
what I mean?
And
Exactly.
Even the other day at New Orleans, his best throw of the game was, to me, a pass and a prayer. He just hauled off and threw it as far as he could, and Odell just happened to drift behind the two DBs and caught it for the longest touchdown of the game, right? Am I right about that?
You call it luck, I call it clutch.
Okay, clutch or luck? I think it's clucky, maybe. Right? Yeah, I don't know.
Let me say this. Let me say this, Ja Rule. Let me say this. Ask Skip this question, Ja.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you wish Tony Romo was that lucky?
Yeah, I bet he does. I bet he does. Because
I bet he
he's
does.
not that lucky. He gets into, he's very
Ever.
unlucky.
Ever.
You know, over the past 3 years, Tony Romo has been the clutchest quarterback in pro football.
come
In the
on,
fourth quarter. I can
Without
give you
a
the
Super
stats.
Bowl.
I don't have them right here, but trust me. In the fourth quarters, he's been the clutchest.
The best non-winning
statistically.
quarterback.
Statistically, he has the most
best
comebacks.
non-winning quarterback of the modern era.
Wait, help me out.
The best non-winning quarterback of the modern era.
Help me out. What happened in this very year's season opener? Remember that game at Jerry World? What happened? How clutch
I was
was
just talking
Eli at
Super
the end
Bowl.
of that game?
That
I was
was
just talking
luck.
Super
That
Bowl.
was him getting lucky. That was
Tony Romo
absolutely.
picking your defense apart and throwing it to Jason Witten for
Our
the clutchest
secondary's
touchdown?
not that good.
Oh, come on.
It was like taking candy from a baby.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah.
Oh, and you're going to win the division with a defense that gave up
Yes,
52
because your
points?
team is they're in a wheelchair right now, and so is Philly, and so is Washington. So we're looking pretty good.
Okay, so here's my
G-men.
scenario that I just told Stephen A. and Molly about. Coming this Sunday, my Cowboys get to play host to what's left of those Eagles and Sam Bradford, as I call him. And if my Cowboys win that game, and maybe, just maybe, your Giants slip up at Tampa, which is highly possible. They just won in Atlanta. They just won in
I know,
Atlanta.
you love Tampa.
Okay?
They did.
So all of a sudden, if the Redskins then, of course, lose at Tom Brady, what's that East look like? It looks like the Cowboys would be right in the middle of it with Tony Romo coming back in 2 weeks.
That's a lot of wishful.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
A lot of
I
wishful
think
thinking.
it's
The Giants will
got
be two
high
games up
possibility.
after this weekend.
we'll be 2 games. We're gonna beat Tampa Bay, and you guys will lose to Philly. Actually, I need both of y'all to lose if that's possible.
I know, right?
Philly and Dallas could lose. That would be great.
Okay, who is the best quarterback in all of pro football right now?
See, now this is where we'll agree.
Oh,
Mr. Brady.
Yeah.
Mr. Brady. I like it that you called him Mr. Brady.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tom, the Psycho Tom.
Oh, Lord.
Is the
Yeah. So
I
You
know,
do
I know
watch
you, I know
Psycho
you
Tom.
like the
That
bad
just
man.
sounds
I know
corny.
you like the bad
That
man.
just sounds corny.
I know you like the bad
First
man.
Take is a cool show. Oh, Psycho Tom. Oh, please.
stop it.
Clearly he watches.
Yeah, I mean, come on. We
Yeah.
gotta come up, Skip. We gotta come up with a better name than that. Skip,
No,
we gotta come up with a
what
better
we got to
name
come
than
up
that.
with is a better
Psycho
name for the
Tom?
bad man because he's
He's a
B-A-D
bad
bad.
man, Skip.
He's just
He's
bad. He's just bad. He's just bad.
Hey, listen. It's just a bad day. It's just a bad day at the office.
it's a
It
bad day.
happens.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make an argument
He'll
though.
get over it.
I want to make an argument though for Super Cam.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm liking Cam Newton.
We are too.
He's
we like him a
balling
lot.
out of control this year. I like
Yep.
like him a lot.
You like that team to
Well,
win?
he's not-
I
to
like
me-
the Panthers.
The MVP race is 1-2. Brady, Cam,
Yeah,
right now.
Absolutely.
Brady distantly ahead But nevertheless,
why would
Brady
you say
and
instantly?
Cam,
They're
to me,
7-0.
Because Brady's off the charts in terms of the numbers that he's putting up. The record is identical. The defense in New England is not as good as the defense in Carolina, in my opinion. But Brady is doing what Brady is doing. It's just been on another level. It's not
But
to take
Brady
anything away
always
from
does
Cam's
that.
greatness.
So it looks better
Well, I'm just saying.
for Cam to be doing
Well,
it
what would
right
you want me
now.
to say? What do you want me to say? You want me to listen? I wish I could ignore it.
You
I
have
wish
to
I
go
could
with the
ignore
bad
it,
man.
but I
You're not
can't.
allowed to go with Brady. You got to stick
That
with
is
the bad
true.
man. Tell
You
him,
do.
Skip.
Yeah.
You have
I
to stick
agree.
with the bad man.
Tell him, John.
Boy, look. I know the wife ain't here. Did she send you to do that? Did she send you to do that? Because I'm waking up in the morning. Is that what you
You
did?
didn't see that.
Yeah. All I want to know is, can I get a what? You know, can I get a?
what?
That's what I
There we go.
got.
Bringing me back to the
I like that,
bringing me
Skip. I
back
like
to
the
the good old
reference.
days.
I like
you.
that. Pun intended.
Yeah.
Right? All right, let's take a quick break. Ja Rule staying with us. Up
No
next, we'll
doubt.
talk a little NBA. I'm assuming
Yeah.
you're a Knicks fan. We'll get into
Absolutely.
that in just a bit. More after the break. Yay. And your Knicks, how are you feeling about them? How far can they go this season?
You know, I'm feeling pretty good about my Knicks.
Really?
I am. You know why? Because I'm gonna go at it. I'm gonna go at it as an over or under situation. 35 wins this season, over or under.
What do you think?
Under.
I'm going over.
You're going over.
I'm going over.
Because of what?
35.
You know why? I'm gonna say the Knicks this year. We go as Porzingis goes. Mm-hmm. Because
That's a
Oh,
mouthful.
God. And you just said over 35 and
Yeah.
credited it to Porzingis? Why don't you just turn in your basketball card
Absolutely,
right now? I mean,
absolutely. Listen, when we win 36 games, I'm coming back.
Who paid you
Okay.
off?
when we win 36
Who
games, I'm
paid you
coming
off,
back to see
Daryl?
you.
I mean, I want to know what member. Of the New York Knicks paid you off right
Listen,
now.
we're
That don't
well
make
on
no
our
sense.
way. How many-
Porzingis?
when we-
You
when
didn't
we
even
ran
say
out?
Carmelo. Hold on. You didn't even say
One, two.
Carmelo.
We've won two
You didn't even
and
say
what?
Carmelo. You said
Yes.
Porzingis?
Yes. I'm gonna tell you why.
What is
Because
the
Melo's
matter
gonna
with
be
you?
Melo. Melo's gonna be Melo. We know what Melo's gonna do. Melo's gonna come out. He's gonna score that basketball. Porzingis can stretch the floor. He can bring that 4 or 5 out to 15 feet to the 3-point line, which leaves Lopez room to do what he does down here.
Lopez.
Yeah.
So now you bring Lopez into
Lopez
this
is not a
equation.
bad player. Are you a Knicks fan or
Robin-
not, man? What is going on here, Stephen A? I thought you was going to be on my side with this one.
I'm a truth teller.
Me too.
Yeah,
I
okay.
think Porzingis. I think evidently not. Here's the deal. I think that Porzingis has an upside.
Yeah.
I think that in a couple of years he's going to be. He's averaging 11 points already. I think that he'll be fine, and he has.
He's
some
developing
promise.
earlier. I think he's developing ahead of schedule.
Robin Lopez is a journeyman center. He's 7 feet and can't stay in one place. That should tell you something. He's not a scrub, but he's not a difference maker.
He's not a difference maker. I didn't say he was a difference maker. I didn't say that.
Hold on now. Hold on. I give the Knicks some love from the perspective they are looking better. They're
Absolutely.
playing harder and feistier.
Yes.
They deserve a lot of credit for that. But for you to sit up here and act like
Absolutely.
Porzingis is going to make that
Absolutely.
kind of a difference. From 17 wins,
That's right.
you're talking about they're going to win plus 35?
That's right.
What's the matter with you?
You heard it here first, baby. Right here on First Take. The Knicks win over 35 games this season.
You know what? I'm with Ja on this one because
No.
that they are respectable and they are surprising me. They won
They
at
are.
Washington. They are
They
surprising.
are.
And you know what?
And the East is terrible.
Hey, this kid Porzingis, he's got one thing going for him. He is tall. I mean, he
Yes.
is seriously tall and fairly agile.
Yes.
Fairly agile, and he can shoot
And
it
he
a
can
little
shoot.
bit.
He can
Okay?
shoot.
And he nearly got his neck broken when Melo fell on him the other night. I hope he gets better after that.
But did you see the putback?
Hey, yeah.
Did you see the putback? That's what I'm looking at.
He is a rare
that's big
specimen.
time
though.
basketball, man.
Jairo, with all due respect, when you're 7'3" with the wingspan like that, he doesn't
better
even
be able to
have
put
to
it back,
jump
right?
to dunk.
No.
So what do you want, a cookie? I mean, that's like sitting there and giving me credit
let me tell you.
for touching my ceiling in my crib.
No,
I mean, it ain't that damn hard.
That's fearlessness on the glass. That's what that is. That's what that is, man.
Yep.
And he's 19. He's a kid. Was he 19, 20? He's a kid.
Yeah.
And he's developing
Skip rule.
earlier than we
Skip
thought.
rule. That's what I'm going to tell you. All objectivity out of the window. Skip rule. Not Ja rule. Skip rule.
Skip rule.
That's what I'm going to
That's
call
right.
you.
That's
I mean, it's
right.
Well, we know
unbelievable.
this show is
It's
all about
unbelievable.
Skip rules, right? He rules, yeah?
Yeah,
Thank
that
you.
is
I
true.
wouldn't know that.
Yep,
I wouldn't know that.
yep.
I wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
You rule when I want you to.
Yeah. So, best teams in the NBA right now are?
Golden State.
And on the other side, Cavaliers.
Golden State, Cavs. I like your Spurs. I like your Spurs to go to the championship this year.
Do you?
Yeah. They got a great addition with Aldridge,
Marcus.
man.
Oh, he's been good. Yeah. And listen, Kawhi did do a number on Melo the other night because he does a number on a whole lot of dudes. And
I got a good team over there
Yep.
and a great organization. That's important too. It's like it's like New England.
Yep.
When you have a great team and a great organization, it makes for championship teams. And as you see, they win a lot.
And what do you think of the Thunder so far? Stephen A. has Westbrook winning the MVP
I love
this year.
OKC. I'm gonna toss up between Westbrook and Steph.
Yeah,
Because Steph he looks
ridiculous.
He's like the video game in real life. So he's like it's crazy. Like
Yep.
You can't do nothing with Steph.
Stephen A., what do you think about your pick so far of Westbrook for MVP?
Well, listen, the only person that's getting in his way at this moment in time is Steph Curry, and we understand why. Steph Curry's just on another level, but it's a long season, and Russell Westbrook is a pit bull. And I look at him, and I think he's coming. And I don't think that it was far beyond the pale for me to pick Russell Westbrook as my league MVP winner for this upcoming season, because I think that despite the greatness of Kevin Durant, which will shine, and he's shown, and he's definitely shown it thus far in this early part of the season, I think from a longevity perspective, I think Russell Westbrook will be right there with Steph Curry, and we will see what happens from there.
Absolutely.
You know, the one person who's standing in Russell Westbrook's way for MVP is still Kevin Durant. I'm sorry, because they are the two most explosive players to me, other than Steph, in the league, and they happen to be on the same team. And then at Houston the other night, late, they degenerated back into that, is it your turn or my turn? Are you going to shoot a three or am I going to shoot a three? And it's hard because they're both superstars.
You know, this is the craziest thing about this conversation right here is that LeBron wasn't mentioned. For the first time in probably 10 seasons.
Stephen A. broached the question yesterday, is Steph now the best player in the whole league, including LeBron?
Absolutely.
Wow, that's
absolutely. I would give Steph.
Well, because I look at LeBron. LeBron is more complete on both ends of the floor because Steph can't do defensively.
Right.
What LeBron can do defensively. And LeBron is a locomotive coming at you. His physicality and his physical prowess usually gives him, obviously, a decisive advantage. But he can't shoot from the perimeter like Steph Curry. He can't shoot free throws like Steph Curry. He can't shoot threes like Steph Curry. And the offensive weapon and repertoire that Steph Curry has at his disposal right now.
He
and
can't
how
put boys on
impactful
skates
that is.
like Steph Curry.
He's one of those dudes. Right now, I just think that Steph Curry belongs in the conversation as clearly one of the top two players in all of the NBA.
Absolutely.
In the world. He's that gifted.
Yeah.
He's that gifted.
as much as I love Steph Curry, love that he got drafted as high as he did, I would have taken him number one in that draft.
Absolutely.
But I can't believe we're having this discussion about this skinny little kid from Davidson. You know, that skinny little kid from Davidson
Sensational.
is now the best player in pro basketball?
Yeah.
Better than LeBron
And let me tell you
James?
something, Skip, he's going to change he's going to change the way NBA plays basketball moving forward, because when you can find somebody that can shoot like that,
Yep.
I mean, it just the way the game is played and how it's going away from the physicality of it all, the bad boy Pistons, then the Knicks with Anthony Mason, God rest his soul, the Patrick Ewings of the world, the Charles Oakleys of the world, people like that, because it's gotten away from that, and it's a softer game where you got stretch fours and stretch fives, and you're looking at big boys play the perimeter and all of this stuff. They want shooters, and there is no shooter in NBA history better than this young brother that we're watching right now. Steph Curry is the best shooter I have ever seen.
I agree.
And you're going to see teams looking for that more and more. If you can shoot the basketball, teams are going to want you on more than ever before.
It's so fun to watch. We'll see your Knicks tonight. Porzingis and Melo, they're going to be at the Cavs, and I have good news for you why we're going to go up 2 in the division. This just in, Tom Coughlin said Jason Pierre-Paul will practice this week with the defense.
Oh, it's over.
And could make his season debut in Tampa Bay.
Call off the rest of the year.
See that?
Call it off. The division belongs.
Thank you so much for being here. This is so much fun. We'll see you after the Knicks win 35, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Up next, Titans coach Ken Whisenhunt is